It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves at Target Center. The Timberwolves come into this one after the win against Memphis. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing.
A captivating time-lapse view of the traffic on the historic 3rd Avenue Bridge, a landmark here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live, right here on 2K Sports. Last outing for Minnesota, they won that game against the Grizzlies of Memphis. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Hawks, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Bazemore at the 3. Here's Levine following the basket by Al Horford. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Drains the 19-footer.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And it's the Hawks ball. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
But they were able to hang in there for most of that game. But at the end, when it matters most in terms of what I call winning time, they just could not make the plays on either end of the floor.
Yeah, I like that term, winning time. But as you said, they didn't get run over, but just couldn't convert when they needed to in the end.
He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jumper.
That was just an amazing play. I mean, you talk about making him reach for thin air. Wow.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Now here's Freak. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Lure can't hit.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Pass to Schroeder. Picked by Horford. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Wells passes to Lure. Freak dishes to Wiggins. He kicks it to Freak. Just 5 to shoot. Out left to the wing. Releases from the wing and drills it. Levine's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Tries again. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Lure. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And Lure drops them both. The Hawks trail by 3. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Bazemore passes to Korver. There's the dish to Bazemore. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks working the ball around. And it's Horford again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Korver. Freak dishes to Lure. Here's Levine. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Millsap a screen. Here's Schroeder. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves leading by 5. And here's Freak. 5 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Here's Levine. No good on the 3. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Let's take a peek at the league's assist leaders. Freak, number 1.
You can't ever underestimate how valuable it is, Kevin, to have a guy who can move the ball around on your team and find the open man. Not only can he do it, he wants to do it and does it well.
For so long, Clark, Freak has made it apparent that he wants to be a global star. Isn't that what all these guys really want? Yeah. And tries to achieve that through endorsements. You wonder if he has taken some of his focus off the game.
Well, you know, it's perfectly fine for any NBA player to sign a few endorsements, but you have to make sure that the main thing stays the main thing. NBA players need to hoop more than they need to worry about their brand.
And here's Korver following the three-pointer by Freak. Here's Bazemore. Wide open shot is on the money. Bazemore's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Minnesota leading by 6. Freak with it. He's got 8. He feeds it to Wiggins. And the pass to Wells. Can't get it to go. So the Hawks will take it the other way. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
Inter-conference action here. 2 games in all between these 2 teams. It'll be fun to watch. The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Kicks it to Towns. To the paint. It's stolen by Schroeder. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Bazemore. Wiggins with some nice D. Minnesota in the lead. Freak with it. Now defended by Korver. Wells passes to Levine. Now here's Freak. Guarded by Korver. On the wing, Wiggins. 4 on the clock. Freak kicks to Towns. Now here's Freak. Another shot. That's good on the jump shot. Wells has got 10 points.
And checking out some numbers for Andrew Wiggins. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 2nd in field goal percentage and ranking among the top 5 league-wide in three-point percentage. You have to consider him among the elite shooters in the NBA.
And you mentioned it. I mean, one of the top shooters in the league, quick trigger with just a little better footwork. Boy, I tell you what, he could even move higher up the rankings.
Now, Freak, after Kyle Korver missing on that last three-pointer. Now, Freak, he's got 10. Back to Rubio. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
And he gets it to go.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Freak.
The ball, stick it to Lunch.
Kicks it out to Rubio. Passes it to Wells. Back to Rubio. And Splitter pulls it down.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Korver missing again.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now here's Freak, covered by Cephalosha. And here's Freak to the wing on the left. Muhammad dishes to Freak. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good. Pekovic.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Outside Teague. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Scott the pass to Korver. Here's the three. Korver missing again.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Muhammad hits them both. The Hawks trail by 10. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Deflects the pass. Stolen by Rubio. Here's Wells. 10 points for him. Fires for three. And that one's good. Wells has got 13.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And we've got a chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. You look at the Timberwolves, they're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And checking out Oklahoma City, 8.5 games behind them.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And they're not a team that other teams look forward to facing. They're only going to get scarier the deeper into the season we get.
And here is Teague following the three-pointer by Freak. Splitter, and it's blocked. Rubio with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. That's good. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now here's Freak. 16 points for him. And Muhammad kicks to Pekovic. Now here's Freak. Guarded by Korver. And Freak throws it down.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Here's the screen. Outside, Scott to the left wing. Teague dishes to Splitter. The Hawks shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And the first one at the line is good. And Splitter drops them both. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. And Muhammad kicks to Freak. And it's Rubio penetrating. And Freak throws it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Atlanta with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. Outside Teague. Korver gets a wide-open look. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Korver's got his second basket of the night. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Freak. He's got 20. Just 3 on the clock. And again, it's Minnesota.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
The athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. John Lure's out there with Towns, and it's Wells in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies, boy, he was tremendous. He had 67 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Here's Schroeder. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Minnesota leading by 16. Launches it. Levine kicks to Freak. Power down with both hands.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
Here's Bazemore following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Levine passes to Wells. Pass to Levine. Lets it go with a 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Schroeder. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix. That's tipped and stolen by Freak.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Teague left side. The feed to Schroeder. Will it go? And that one's good. Schroeder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Levine. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves dancers.
Well, some of the numbers NBA wingmen have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. Andrew Wiggins, #1.
Obviously, looking at those numbers, he hasn't just been settling for outside shots. He works very hard to get a lot of high-quality looks in close.
And that inside-outside game, I like to call it reversible clothing. It makes him the most accurate shooter among NBA small forwards.
Here's Bazemore. 8 points for him. 2 on the clock. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Jeff Teague. Averaging 13 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Sticking too much.
Freak dishes to Levine. Here's Wells, and again it's Minnesota.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here's Bazemore, covered by Wiggins, and once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
T kicks it over to Schroeder. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now here's Freak. He's got 36. He dishes it to Levine to the right side. Feeds it to Towns and stolen by Horford. Millsap passes to Teague. Teardrop shot, and that one's good. Teague's got 5 points now this quarter. Minnesota's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Freak kicks to Lewis. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Clock at 4. Levine dishes to Freak. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Wells has got 38 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here is Horford. Good.
Assisted by Jeff Teague.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on an 18-7 run. Now Freak. He has 38 in the game. Dishes to Towns. Here's Levine. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Playing smart offensively in the first half. No doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Millsap a screen. Schroeder kicks to Millsap.
That's a wall. That's a wall.
And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Lure, and Moore subbed in for Levine. Muscala, he's checked in for Atlanta. Cephalosha comes in for Kent Bazemore. Now here is Cephalosha. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And here's Freak. Wiggins kicks to Freak. And lots of contact back there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Complete domination. What a game for Freak. He has 38 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Arthur comes in for Towns, and Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. Then for the Hawks, Scotty's checked in for Millsap, and it's Korver in for Jeff Teague.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now here's Freak. He has 40. Pass to Muhammad. He kicks to Freak. At the elbow, Pekovic. Corner shot. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Atlanta's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And here's Schroeder following the three-pointer by Freak. To end the run, here's Muscala. Good. Muscala's got 5 points so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The shot by Wells, no good.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Ricky Rubio checked in for Minnesota. And a switch here. So as we conclude...
All right, target set. Okay, fans, put your hands together.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And, you know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Kyle Korver is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Bazemore at the 3 slot. Here's Wells. After Kyle Korver's bucket, Wells passes to Towns. Freak dishes to Towns. And Lure kicks to Levine. Hits it from three-point range. Levine's got 12.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Atlanta's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Now here's Schroeder, covered by Wells. Horford, no luck. Minnesota leading by 22. Freak kicks to Levine. Wiggins outside. The three-pointer off the mark. The Hawks shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 9. To the middle.
That's a walk.
It's deflected.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it. Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
And the Hawks with possession here after the basket by Minnesota. Millsap kicks it over to Schroeder. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Kept alive.
Very tough when you have that good of a look. The defense caught a break there because he missed.
And Wiggins throws it down.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Here's Schroeder following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Outside Korver to the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Horford the pass to Korver. Shot to stop the drought, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
You look at what Schroeder has done so far. He has 9 points and 6 assists. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there.
Hawks making a switch here. Teague's checked in. Now here's Freak. Non-stop scoring machine here.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves dancers.
Well, traditionally, many of the great free throw shooters have come from the point guard ranks. Here are the ones leading the league this year. Freak, number 1.
He's been a model of consistency at the free throw line all season. He's as dependable up there as he is on the floor at any given moment.
Yeah, you know, he runs their offense with tremendous poise, and he brings that same composure with him to the line every time he steps up there.
There's a screen. The dish now to Bazemore. Here's Millsap. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. And the first one drops.
2 shots.
That one is no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Schroeder after the basket by Minnesota. Outside Millsap. And the pass to Bazemore. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Wells. It's deflected.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Wiggins. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Wiggins giving them trouble, plenty of it. 10 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Horford, no luck.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter, and that's an understatement.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Mike Muscala is checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Teague with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. And that's now 7 points for Jeff Teague.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Rejected by Wells, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Horford. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. Taking a look at Orlando. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, the Atlanta Hawks, 5 games behind.
And if you look at the Hawks right now, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
You know, you're right. They're not that far from being true contenders, but it doesn't look like this is the season for them to do so.
Now, here's Teague. 7 points in the game. He feeds it to Muscala. Millsap dishes to Horford.
Minnesota foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Wiggins kicks to Freak. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wells has got 53.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Horford gets the bucket.
Paul Millsap.
And so it's Minnesota with it. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. There's a screen. Now here's Freak. T covering. Towns kicks to Levine. And the dunk by Towns.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Here's Horford, and he uses the glass on the layup. Horford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Now here's Freak. T right on him. Bean passes to Wells. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Wiggins. And again, it's Minnesota.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's T. Following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Count that one. And it's 9 points for Jeff Teague. Minnesota's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Goes up off the pick, and Freak throws it down.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Now here's Millsap. He has 6.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Bazemore inside the three-point line. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Levine, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now here's Teague. He's guarded by Wells. Kicks to Horford.
That's a wall.
No good. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Down low. Here's Levine.
Woo. Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever?
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Muscala misses. Here's Levine, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Lure. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Levine. So it's the Timberwolves now, following the three by Atlanta. Towns dishes to Freak. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Freak. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
T kicks to Scott. There's a good screen. Passes it to Cephalosha. Outside, Scott makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Scott's got 5 points now this quarter. Minnesota's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Wells passes to Rubio. Inside, it's stolen by Korver. Now here is Cephalosha, covered by Rubio. Splitter kicks to Cephalosha. Hawks passing it around. Teague with a clean look. Off target with his three. Minnesota shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field.
Move the ball. Stick it.
Freak dishes to Towns. Nice job coming off that screen. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Pass to Cephalosha. Outside. Scott, now the feed to T. That's a 2 from Korver. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Wells has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. That is good.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Now, here's Scott. 8 points for him. Feeds it to T. Dishes to Cephalosha. Here's Korver for 3. Rebounded by Pekovic. Freak with it. 1 second left, and he knocks down the jumper. Wells has got 16 points here in the second half. And as we conclude the third. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a 1. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Wells in at point guard. John Lure's out there with Arthur. And there's Etuan Moore. And it's Moody in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game. And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
The free throw drops for Arthur. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Lure. Splitter is checked in for the Hawks. Marker comes in for Paul Millsap. And both free throws good from Arthur. Atlanta's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. They set the screen. T kicks to Splitter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Muhammad's checked in. Out to the right wing. Here's Scott. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Arthur sets the pick for Pekovic. He dishes it to Muhammad. Pass to Wells. 4 on the shot clock. He kicks it to Arthur. Here's Moore. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Splitter sets a screen. Here's Teague. Rebound, Minnesota.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
Minnesota's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times.
Move the ball.
Now here's Freak. Pekovic with a screen on Teague. Muhammad, the pass to Wells. It's stolen by Teague. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Teague's got the ball. Splitter kicks to Cephalosha. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here's Wells. Offensive rebound. Pekovic with the screen for Freak. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Parker. Atlanta's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Teague dishes to Scott. Parker kicks to Teague. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And it's 13 points for Jeff Teague.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Now here's Freak. Teague covering. Freak kicks to Moore. To the paint. Here's Wells. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
Cephalosha misses. Minnesota shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to him.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Freak. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
And Pekovic kicks to Freak. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pekovic with a screen. Now Freak. Clock at 6. From 17 feet out. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille.
Looking at the stat line, you took a lot of threes tonight. Any particular reason for that?
Yeah. Reason being is that they were giving me open looks and I took them. It's pretty simple. Anyone else would have done the same. That's it.
Why do you think they had such a hard time keeping you off the glass tonight?
Well, I was just going after the ball aggressively, getting after it whenever I could, like I always do. I don't feel like anything was different for me, so maybe it was something in their game plan. I don't know. Who's next?
Word is spreading that you're causing some real drama with your off-court commitments, missing appearances, failing to fulfill contracts. Do you have anything to say about that?
Look, if you want to talk about my business dealings, you have to get in touch with my agent, Don Pagnotti. But you know what? Let me save you the time because here's what he'll say. No comment. It's silly to comment on stuff like that has no bearing on anything else. So please, let's keep questions on the subject of basketball and basketball only. Thank you.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Our coverage tonight from Target Center as the Minnesota Timberwolves will be playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. It's been a tough bunch of games lately for the Lakers. They're not going in the direction they'd like to be going at this point of the season. They've started to fade, maybe some fatigue setting in now as the schedule becomes a little more strenuous. And guys, we'll be watching Roy Hibbert tonight, arguably the league's premier rim protector. Kenny, his reach and length make it so difficult to try to get anything near the basket.
Yeah, even if the best finishers in the game, they talk about Roy Hibbert when they come in the lane. You have to pay attention to him.
More levels, more devils. Diesel. Airing out the state.
Minneapolis, Minnesota, our setting as we take a look at this striking view of the landmark 3rd Avenue Bridge. Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis. The Timberwolves again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
The way this team has been playing, Kevin, I would expect them to continue the win streak against this team because, quite honestly, they enjoy a lot of matchup advantages in this one.
Yeah, but I think it's critical that you stay in the moment. You know, you can't get caught up in that kind of thinking. It's okay for us to think that way, but they need to focus on the opponent, on the here and now.
All right, let's set the floor. It's courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Mo Harkless. Roy Hibbert is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Russell. And it's Kobe in at the shooting guard position. Now, here is Russell. Pass to Kobe. Gibson the screen. Back to Russell. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
That was Roy Hibbert getting in the way of the defense there.
Los Angeles on D. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, hey, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Hey, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And it's Wiggins missing. So it's the Lakers now. Here's Russell. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He doesn't get the second one. Lakers on D. Got a piece of it. Harkless with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Bryant. The shot is off. And Minnesota will come the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Now here's Freak. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. And here's Freak. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Towns. And the shot is good.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And stolen by Freak. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Good.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. A little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
They set the screen. Dishes it to Lure. Feeds to Freak. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Lure. Pass to Levine. Goes up on the high post. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Outside, Russell. Hibbert with the screen. Russell passes to Bryant. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And it's Hibbert missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Freak kicks to Towns. Great tee that time from Hibbert.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Kobe dishes to Russell. He kicks it to Hibbert. Back to Russell. Hibbert with the screen for Russell. Off the pick. Again, the miss by Hibbert.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
And Lure drops them both. Russell with it. Last game he had 10 points. The dish to Bryant. Here's Harkless. And the Lakers with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 7. And Wiggins throws it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Here's Russell following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. The drive by Russell. Lets it go from deep. And Kobe Bryant gets the 3. Bryant's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, Freak. 6 points for him. He dishes it to Towns. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. The Timberwolves, number 1.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense, and these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
That shot wide open.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Minnesota in the lead, and let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
When I had a chance to speak with Coach Scott Skiles, one of the most important things he wants his team to do defensively in this game is to maintain pressure on them on the perimeter and not allow them to get into any rhythm or flow in their long-range shooting game. We'll see how disruptive they are, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
How about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Lakers trail by 5. Here is Russell. He's got 5. Here's Hibbert. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
That's good.
Yeah, what a play right there. Got his man tumbling to the floor, and then the balance to knock it down.
Unbelievable move. Rush hour handles supreme right there.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Freak. 17 assists and almost 4 steals. And he leads the way for them in the scoring department.
Always looking for a crease in the defense, poking, prodding, and manufacturing points.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Lakers. Williams comes in for Kobe. Williams for 3, no luck. And Minnesota will come the other way. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Yeah, dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the boards.
Yeah, they were overpowering it inside, and you've really got to like their chances, Greg, if they can replicate that tonight.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Minnesota. And that one's good. Williams has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Freak, 11 points in the game. The feed to Levine. The pass to Wells. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Passes it to Williams. Shoots the 3. Wells grabs the miss. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Wiggins. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Gibson, he dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Now here's Williams. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. He feeds it to Russell. Harkless kicks to Williams. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And a wide open look for Freak. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Outside, Russell. Pass to Harkless. Back to Russell. Lakers passing it around. Williams with a clean look. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Williams has got 5 now.
All right, target setters coming on the court now. Your Timberwolves dancers. Come on, give it up.
And checking out some numbers for Andrew Wiggins. Just an incredible month of basketball. First in field goal percentage, and of course, a knockdown shooter from the perimeter, ranking 3rd in field goal percentage from beyond.
Yeah, and you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Arthur comes in for John Lure. Muhammad, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Levine. Here's Clarkson following the basket by Freak. Clarkson kicks to Randall. Williams passes to Randall. Dishes it to Clarkson. Left side, Williams. Puts up a 3. And it's Williams again missing. Timberwolves leading by 9. And here's Freak. 17 points in the game. Feeds it to Muhammad. Out to the right wing. And it's Rubio. That time on the assist by Freak. Rubio's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Nance dishes to Clarkson. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. You look at Minnesota, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And checking out the Lakers, they have a lot of ground to make up.
And I think for the Lakers, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
Yeah, it's been ugly. I mean, we knew things were going to have to fall in the perfect place for them to contend, but nothing did.
Lakers trail by 14. Nance a screen. Clarkson kicks to Nance. Pass to Williams. Nance with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Again, Williams missing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Freak. Over to the left wing. And Muhammad kicks to Freak. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Clarkson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. For Los Angeles, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Free throw good. Clarkson.
At the line for two. Jordan Clarkson. At the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Williams. Wells passes to Muhammad. Pekovic dishes to Rubio. Here's Wells. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. 21 points for Freak. Now Clarkson, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And Tucker kicks to Randall. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Randall's got his first points in this one. Here's Wells. Got it up. And that's not going to go. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Minnesota on top, up by 12. And we'll get it going after the...
Well, you have to make adjustments.
Well, Kobe's age, and with the 2 years' worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of, Greg, adjustments? Or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively.
Lakers trail by 16. On the wing, Williams. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Williams has got 7.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Williams can't hit, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Now here's Freak. He's got 24. They grab their own miss. And Lure gets it to go. Lure's got 8 points.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Clarkson passes to Randall. And again, unable to change momentum here. 3-on-3. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Nance. Pass break. Here we go. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Freak. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Here's the screen on the wing. Wiggins all alone. And again, it's Minnesota.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Clarkson kicks to Nance. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Timberwolves leading by 22. Freak with it. Williams picks him up.
Sticking too much.
Freak dishes to Arthur. They get the rebound. Here's Wells. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Clarkson passes to Nance. Nance a screen. Double team on Williams. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Shoots off the step back. Nice jump shot. Good. Wells has got 8 points in the quarter.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Kicks it to Williams. There's a screen. Now here's Harkless. Guarded closer. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Clarkson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Clarkson, and he gets it to go. And that's 31 points for Freak.
And they've done a great job of just keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
And that's why they're starting to pull away. I mean, not becoming conservative at all. Just adding to the lead. I love seeing a team do that. You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here's the screen. He kicks to Lure. And again, it's Minnesota.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Clarkson. And there's another one for the Lakers.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And here's Freak. He has 31. On the wing, Wiggins, wide open. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Seven-second difference, shot and game clock. And Freak throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Wells. Shot clock at 5. Here's Nance. That's tipped. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And no good trying to get that one. A dominating first. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Talk about some great numbers for Freak. He has 9 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
The athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. John Lure's out there with Towns, and it's Wells in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
Now the dish to Wiggins. To the middle from 10 feet out, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Wiggins. And that's now 35 points for Freak. Russell kicks to Harkless. Kobe dishes to Hibbert. Back to Kobe. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Here's Lure. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Lure's got 12.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Knocks it loose and stolen by Freak. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. The kick out to Bryant. Fires from the corner. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And it's 7 points for Kobe Bryant.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Russell. They set the pick. Freak kicks to Lure. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him, and he gets it to go. Wells has got 39.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim. He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3 ball in the first half, still bagels in the second.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Levine, and again it's Minnesota.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
And Freak throws it down.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Outside Bryant. Clock at 4. And that one's good.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Freak with it, and he's got 41. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Gibson the screen. Russell passes to Kobe. Over in the corner, Harkless. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. And then for Minnesota, Arthur comes in for Towns. And Wells is subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Julius Randle's checked in for Hibbert. Nance comes in for Taj Gibson. Lou Williams is checked in for Kobe. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. Williams from outside. And that one's good. Williams has got 10 points. Minnesota's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Freak kicks to Muhammad. Now Freak. 43 points in the game. Rubio with a wide-open look. Sinks the triple. Rubio's got his second bucket.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here is Nance. Williams a screen. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Sinks that one from the post. Clarkson's got 4 this quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. To the wing right side. And Muhammad kicks to Freak, takes a three, and Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Freak. 9 points here for Ricky Rubio. The Lakers with the ball. 1:14 left in the third. Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered by Wells. Williams from outside. And Tucker kicks to Randall. There's the triple. The shot by Clarkson, no good. It's stolen by Nance. He dishes it to Tucker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. Beans checked in for Ricky Rubio. The Lakers also with a sub. Young's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Minnesota's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he got a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Lewis checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Maurice Harkless is checked in for P.J. Tucker. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. The feed to Young. Launches a three. Rebound, Minnesota. Wells has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Begovic with a screen. The tray. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And stolen by Begovic. From downtown, and there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Wells.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Minnesota on top, delivering the blowouts. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Clarkson at point with Kobe. They're the backcourt. Harkless is out there with Nick Young. And it's Erickson in at center, locking down the middle.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Harkless dishes to Kobe. Here's Clarkson. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got 3 assists in the game. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. The pass to Moody. Banked in off the glass.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Outside, Kobe. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for Minnesota. Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. Russell comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Russell. Now here's Freak. Passes it to Moore. 5 to shoot. Here's Wells. And it's Roy Hibbert with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Took him no time at all on that one. Wells has got 50 points. The Lakers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And stolen by Freak. Tipped away and stolen by Russell. And it's the Lakers on the break. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Wells. He feeds it to Muhammad. Pass to Wells. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Lakers. And stolen by Freak. And he goes in for the dunk.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Nancy's checked in for Kobe. Dishes to Tucker. Feeds to Russell. Pass to Erickson. Here's Nance. And again, no good by the Lakers.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Well, his shot is good.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 5th foul.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
They double him with Freak. Young passes to Erickson. And Tucker kicks to Young. Just 5 on the clock.
You've got to do a better job of just taking care of the basketball. 4 points off of those turnovers.
And when you're behind like they are, Greg, you can't afford those kinds of mistakes and empty trips.
And again, no good by the Lakers. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. And the shot is good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care.
Plenty of assists for you in this win tonight. Did you see something in their defense that you were able to exploit?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.